Let Spirit speak. That is good. All right, there we are. Well, welcome and good morning, everybody, and everybody on Zoom. I think is it Pamela or Catherine with us today, Michael? Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Thank you for joining us and everybody else that is there. So we're going to kick off with a little bit of a different start this morning. One of our favorite musicians is back. He hasn't been here for a while, Ivan Boudreau. If you haven't heard him before, you guys are in for a treat. And he always, when he comes, he sings my favorite song to start us off.
Thanks, Tamara. Young man sitting on a bench in the rain, hats on the ground, waits for spirit change. Ask him how he's doing, look him in the eyes. Everybody needs a little love in their life. So live with love, love with grace. Put a smile on a stranger's face. Little things you say and do. With love, grace, gratitude. Tells me he's hoping every nickel and dime will help buy blankets 'cause it's cold outside. There's not enough beds to keep his friends warm. Little bit of kindness never does any harm. Live with love, love with grace. Put a smile on a stranger's face. Little things you say and do. With love, grace, gratitude. Share some love along the way. It will come back to you someday. We yearn for things we haven't got. Live too fast, race the clock. All the joy we've been through, there's nothing wrong with gratitude. So live with love, love with grace. Put a smile on a stranger's face. Little things you say and do. With love, grace, gratitude.
Thank you. So if you don't know, Ivan wrote that song. And before I knew Ivan, I always signed my emails in love, grace, and gratitude. And so then I'm talking to Ivan, and he sang this song. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is my anthem. This is the perfect song. It's just beautiful. A little bit of kindness. Oh, there's so many good words in that. So welcome everybody and thank you for being with us today. Again, just changing up my dynamics today and sitting as only 7 more days, people, till surgery. 5 days till I move, 7 days till surgery. That my life is going to be peaceful and easy. I know it. So I need a little bit of love, grace, and gratitude right now for myself. So good morning and welcome, and thank you for being here today, and thank you for all our Zoom people as well. And if I don't know if I see any new people, but if there's a few, make sure that you connect with our board president, Sandy, who is, there she's got her hand up in the back there, and she's got a welcome package for you. And so just knowing that we are so grateful for you to be here today. But as we begin this sacred time, I invite you to take a deep breath in. And let's just gently turn our awareness inward. And as we just spoke of gratitude, I know my heart is full of gratitude. And I'd like to pause and acknowledge these sacred grounds we're privileged to stand upon. We give thanks for the First Peoples for their enduring love, wisdom, and stewardship of this land. We're on the unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including Katsi, Kwantlen, and Semiahmoo nations. We also honor the many other Indigenous nations who now call this region home. And we recognize the richness they bring to the community of White Rock, Surrey, and beyond. So my hope is that this land acknowledgement is more than words. I hope it's a reminder of our shared responsibility to walk gently, to listen deeply, and to live in right relationship with one another and with Mother Earth. And upcoming, I'd like to make a note that on September 30th, it is our National Truth and Reconciliation Day. So on the 28th, I encourage everybody to wear orange in memory of the children. And on the 30th, the United Centers of Langley, is that right? United Church of Langley, Centers of Langley, are holding a walk, and they have there will be stories, drummers, speakers, candlelight, and a vigil. So if you would like to attend on September 30th, it's from 5 till 8 p.m. And actually it's a Center Science of Mind minister who's actually leading it. She's also a minister for the United Church of Langley, Reverend Sophia Ducey. So if you would want to be part of that, please send me an email at Tamara@CSL or to Nancy. I'll give you the information, Nancy, and get that. So thank you for taking that moment to honor our past, and as we move forward, our vision here at CSL White Rock is that we hold a vision for a loving, vibrant world that works for all. And as a spiritual community, we're committed to moving forward with understanding, compassion, and harmony. And if you're new here, our teachings are grounded on the science of mind. Now, this isn't a religion, it's a philosophy, it's a way of life, and it honors the universal truths that are found in a lot of different faith traditions. And we believe that each one of us is a unique expression of that divine, and we are here to awaken to our truth, to live from the inside out, to be peace, to be love, and to bring our highest selves forward. So I welcome you, whether it's your first time or you've been here for a long time or many years, you are home. I'm so grateful that you're here. So now I'd like to bring up our practitioner of the day, Jill, to do our meditation.
Thank you, Reverend Tamara. Can you hear me? Imagine telling me to be louder. For those on Zoom, Diane said sometimes it's the right thing. So good morning, beautiful people. It is a joy to be here and share this time and space with you. This morning I'm going to read a meditation from Ernest Holmes' book, Living the Science of Mind. So if you'd like to just relax in your chair, feel the support of the chair and your back and your seat, and relax in your breath. Breathing in this beautiful life, this infinite energy into the stillness, the quiet, the place where nothing goes wrong. I know there is a power for good which is responding to me and bringing into my experience everything that is necessary to my unfoldment, to my happiness, to my peace, to my health, and to my success. I know there is a power for good that enables me to help others and to bless the whole world. So I say quietly to myself, there is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. It is flowing through me, circulating in me. I am one with its rhythm. My heart beats with the pulsation of the universe, in serenity, in peace, and in joy. My whole physical being is animated by the divine spirit. And if there is anything in it that does not belong, it is cast out, because there is one perfect life. There is one perfect life in me now. And I say to myself, I am daily guided so that I shall know what to do under every circumstance, in every situation. Divine intelligence guides me in love, in joy, and in complete self-expression, desiring that the law of good alone shall control me. I bless and prosper everything I am doing. I multiply every activity. I accept and expect happiness and complete success. Realizing that I am one with all people, I affirm that there is a silent power flowing through me and in them. There is a silent power flowing through me and them, which blesses and heals and prospers, makes happy and glad their pathway. And realizing that the world is made up of people like myself, I bless the world and affirm that it shall come under the divine government of good, under the divine providence of love, and under the divine leadership of the Supreme Intelligence. And so it is. I welcome you back. And with pleasure, Ivan's going to play for us again. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Joe. Here's another new song. If you build a wall too high, you can't see the other side. If you build a wall too high, you won't see it. If you build a wall too high, you'll create a great divide. When we tear down those walls, we'll be free. People come from different places, different colors, different races. Hopes and fears are the same. Place to lay our heads, clean water, fresh baked bread, little sheltered from the rain. If you build a wall too high, you can't see the other side. If you build a wall too high, you won't see. If you build a wall too high, you'll create a great divide. Tear down those walls, we'll be free. Yelling over other voices, ridiculing other choices, in a bubble of your own. Talk and never listen, so focused on our mission, soon find ourselves alone. If you build a wall too high, you won't see the other side. If you build a wall too high, you won't see. If you build a wall too high, you'll create a great divide. When we tear down those walls, we'll be free. Getting to know your neighbors, volunteer time and labor makes a difference in the end. Reaching out a helping hand, take the time to understand, showing grace with the time we have to spend. If you build a wall too high, you can't see the other side. If you build a wall too high, you won't see. If you build a wall too high, you'll create a great divide. When we tear down those walls, we'll be free. When we tear down those walls, we'll be free.
That's beautiful, Ivan. Thank you. When we tear down those walls, we'll be free. How many of those walls do we build, right, in our own self to what we think is to protect ourselves, right? And then we need to take them down, sometimes brick by brick. Sometimes we need a bulldozer, push them right over, which is good too. Thank you. So this morning, my talk is on the purpose that surpasses all. Last week, we talked about purpose and about our purpose of being one with that infinite mind that Jill talked about in her meditation. That talk about that we are here to express the divine through us. We are a spirit having that human experience, and our purpose that we're all participating in, whether we know it or not, is to be that expression of that one mind. So in Science of Mind, we say that we're, again, spiritual beings having that human experience. And you know what it is? It's that inner dialogue, the way we think and feel about ourselves, that shapes our experience. And sometimes it can get really noisy in there. I don't know about you, but that happens to me. That self-talk. And you know, it's when we start to curate and clean it up, it's really not optional. It's actually what you can call a spiritual hygiene, right? Cleaning it up. So today we're going to explore some simple ways to do that. We'll learn from the fierce, luminous life of Frida Kahlo, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, who turned pain into purpose without seeing herself as a problem needing to be fixed. So last week, we stood at the ocean of good. Remember, some of us maybe had a thimble, some of us already had a pail. So I'm wondering that, I'm thinking about that the ocean can't help but to give. So whatever, we can only carry home whatever container we take to that ocean. So did anybody trade their thimble or pail into a 50-gallon tanker this week? I hope so. I hope so. Filled it all up. So, the container actually is our consciousness. It's our mental equivalent, that bigger idea. And then the law can do only for us what it can do through us, right? So we put what our thoughts go into that law of mind, and then it comes back to us. So today, we're going to try and grow our container a little bit, gently through practice and through maybe some story, and shows that purpose, how it can show up in our life. So I have an affirmation. I think, one back. Sorry, Michael. I put you ahead. So the affirmation that I want to take you to take into this week is that I live on purpose and in service to life, capital L life. Notice the capital L in there. So why don't you say it with me? I live on purpose and in service to life. Right? Isn't that an amazing thought? We're in service to life. And life, capital L, is that of the divine. So it's that divine essence. So the call within, why are we really here? Here's what I know about you. And I know some of you might be thinking, but you don't know me. But I know the essence of you. I know that you are a divine being. You're here to serve a higher purpose. And it's not a burden, but as a beautiful way to express life and express love as it expresses through you. And we humbly grow in our greatness as truth becomes our compass. And by listening within, we hear Spirit's message. It's guiding our path. So we're spiritual beings having this human experience, continually remembering who we are and why we're here. So when we listen to that within and that truth becomes our compass, we start noticing those little things. I've talked to a few people this week who've said, Tamara, I have this idea and it's been growing in me for 2 years and I haven't done it. But I really want to step out and do it. So that is those little places, those guidance where it unfolds, and we can't shake it anymore. We've just got to step into it. We grow wiser, and guess what? We're starting to grow that container again. We're making more space, and the container expands. So Frida Kahlo's decision to start painting while she was confined to bed was her answer to the call. She later said, painting completed my life. It became clear that creating art was not just a hobby, it was her spiritual calling, her way of expressing life and truth, and she poured all her heartbreak into her physical agony as well as her joy into the canvas. In fact, one art writer noted that Frida's art stands as a testament to the power of creativity to transcend pain. Right? Her creativity transcended her pain. And rather than succumbing to despair, she turned the art as her sanctuary. She turned to art as her sanctuary. And it's a beautiful example of what can happen when we respond to that inner calling, that divine guidance that unfolds and leads us along a specific path. For Frida, following that call, it opened up a whole new life for her as an artist, and eventually making her one of the most celebrated painters of the 20th century. And I didn't actually know who she was at all when I first started reading this. I had no idea about her life. I've seen this photo or the picture of her before, but it's, that call comes in different places. And I know for me as a minister, I've answered what they say, the call, and it's surprising how it showed up. And the same with Frida. You don't know when things are going to show up and how it's going to path. Mine actually showed up from the divine as Janet, saying to me, you've probably all heard the story, Tamara, I'm surprised you're not in ministerial class with my daughter. And I'm like, what? There's a Canadian ministerial class? So, I had had this in my mind. I wanted to do it, and another good friend of mine, David, had suggested it to me as well, and Terry. And then everything just fell into place. Like within, again, how am I moving and I'm having my surgery? falls into place. And the same with my ministerial path. It just falls into place and it's perfect. And I think that's what Frida, when she was answering the call of spirit, it doesn't mean that life suddenly becomes super easy. It means that we're given the strength and direction to carry on. And she needed that strength because her challenges were far from over. I didn't know this about her, but she survived polio as a child. She had a near fatal bus crash when she was 18, and she was months in a full body cast. So what her parents did, how she painted, is they fixed a mirror on her ceiling. And they gave her an easel, a lap easel. So she started to paint, and she said, I never painted dreams. I painted my own reality. She continued to face trials. She endured miscarriages and tumultuous marriage. But great love also brings heartbreak, but she was able to surpass that. And there were times that she was confined to a wheelchair or bedridden for months. But again, all of these tragedies that could have broken her spirit didn't. Each time she returned to her canvas. Despite emotional pain, she kept painting through it. So what moved me about this story is that she refused to live as a problem to be fixed. Her body bore surgeries and setbacks, yeah, but she didn't make those conditions her identity. She expanded her container from the inside out. So in our language, she grew a bigger mental equivalent. She let purpose, with a capital P, express through her body that looked maybe broken, and created wholeness through her canvases. So she was reaching for that higher ground. She didn't stay stuck or in a valley of despair. She used what she had, even if it was just a paintbrush in bed, to keep moving forward. So it reminded me of Dr. Martin Luther King's famous advice: if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But do whatever you can to keep moving forward. And that is what Frida did. She refused to give up on life. But what does that mean for us? How can we translate that to our story? So reaching higher ground doesn't always look like something dramatic, leaps and bounds. Sometimes it's just those small, persistent efforts that we do. It's always doing the best with what we have in front of us, even if it's a little thing. It could be maybe making a phone call to a friend. It could be writing in our journal. It could be praying even when you're depressed, right? It's just every small step counts. So Frida's higher ground was her art, her way of saying yes to life. So what is it in Science of Mind? We affirm that we see beyond the obstacles and consistently focus on the good. And we embody the spirit within us. Embody the spirit within us. So she was super authentic. She painted self-portraits that were brutally honest, portraying herself with her injuries. She had, I guess, they said a unibrow. I don't know if it's on there. But she didn't step away from that. She accepted herself for exactly who she was. And she made her internal battles visible and transforming her trauma into universal expressions. In other words, she changed her pain into something meaningful to help others. And her resilience shows us that our purpose isn't defeated by adversity. Adversity actually can reveal what our purpose is. It's often our hardships that we discover how strong we are. At the end of the day, we can endure much more than we think we can. I'm sure each of you here in this room have lived long enough to know that's true. You've seen yourself surviving things that you thought might be impossible to get through. But guess what? Here you are, right here, right now. And you might have, I know I do, a few more wrinkles. I'm going to get a few more scars. But It's also with wisdom, compassion that we have. So every challenge that I or you have overcome has added to our peace. It's added to our own canvas. And it's maybe the trials that led you to art or volunteering or deeper involvement in your own spiritual practice. But every time we choose good over despair, we're living our purpose, raising our consciousness that little bit higher. Even at the end of her life, she finally had a big show, but she was so sick, she couldn't attend her show. So she had an ambulance take her hospital bed into the gallery, and she arrived by ambulance, and she was surrounded by her art, propped up in bed, but she was present. She was right there, right then. And so that is a really big container, don't you think? So growing our container, how does this relate to science of mind? Well, Ernest Holmes teaches us that when we turn to the science of minds, that thoughts are things. And practically, if you think about our thoughts, there are actually 3 dimensions. It's the words we tell ourselves, it's the images we hold, and it's the emotions that we feel. Remember how I said embodied earlier? And that's the piece. One stray thought won't take us off total track of our life, but it's the patterns of thought that turn into beliefs, those unconscious scripts. Those beliefs are the size of the container. We have Jim Lockhart, he writes, it's called New Thought Evolution, and he had a blog this week talking about the dimensions of thinking, the 3 dimensions, and the essence of the spiritual mind treatment. He says, we pray to change our minds, building beliefs that automatically guide us to our best selves. And here's the best part, is our emotion is the voltage. Words and pictures come alive when we feel them. So a bonus bit of that is psychology. An emotional's raw wave lasts only about 90 seconds. I didn't know that, 90 seconds. We can just breathe for 90 seconds. We can ride that wave of maybe those negative feelings. We can maybe hang on to those joyful feelings as well. But it's when we have that fear and sorrow, we can just breathe and ride that way and let it pass and not build that big scary movie. Have any of you done that? You know, you've been in there and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, there's this whole big story going around. And then it's using our treatments and making sure, Diane, you're going to love this one, it's making sure that we're using present tense, felt language, not I will, right? But using I am, I have. And it's not pretending, right? It's just aligning with truth. It's aligning with truth. And it's like, somebody told me the other day that the divine or God essence doesn't hear the word not. So when you say, I am not something, they hear that I am, or it hears I am something. So thinking about even saying it that way, just those little changes in our words. But Ernest Holmes keeps it simple. He says, thoughts of failure, limitation, or poverty are negative and must be counted out. God has given us a power, and we must use it. There's not a scold in that. He's just given us permission. It's the ocean saying, bring a bigger vessel. So with that, I just thought I'd go over what is our spiritual mind treatment, because that is a way that we can shift our beliefs. So treatment expands the container by installing truth. So the first part of our treatment that we call spiritual mind treatment, some people call affirmative prayer, is recognition. And so that there is one presence, one infinite mind. It is the ocean of God. There's the second step, which is unification. And that is knowing that each one of you are one with that. And the third step is realization. The word I speak into it, into that present tense that's felt and specific. And then the fourth is thanksgiving. I'm grateful for this teaching, for this life, and the law responds to that gratitude. And then the last one is the release. I let it go. I let God. So if you're willing, I'm going to ask you to go through this with me, just quickly. But if you're willing, maybe just softly close your eyes. Just breathe it in. And as I say this, know for yourself this truth, that there is one life, one love, one universal divine mind. And that life is alive in me now. It lives as me, and it works in and through me. And I am guided and grounded in purpose. I'm spacious, a generous container for good. My mind is clear. My heart is courageous. My life is creative. See one area of your life flourishing. See it in your mind, say it, and now feel it, that it is already done. And then say, thank you, life. And then release it, and let it be, I let it go, and so it is. So that is how we do prayer here at the Centers for Spiritual Living. There's lots of other ways, but that is the way we teach. And it helps us grow our faith, because our faith grows as we focus on our spiritual principles and practices. The more we express our divine purpose, the more we experience it, and the stronger we become. With courage, we trust the divine process unfolding, reaching for that higher ground. Valleys don't disqualify us. We keep moving. We run, we walk, we crawl. And each step, each small faithful act stretches our capacity. So as we're moving upward, ascending upward through trials and joys, we blossom into that spiritual maturity. We forget sometimes to remember that kernel of love or joy that can recenter us in spirit. If we remain centered and affirming that God is all there is, or the divine, whatever word works for you, it's always there. It always expands. So seeing beyond those obstacles and focusing on the good, we embody Spirit's extraordinary nature and a way of being. So this week, I know some people like the word homework, some people don't. We came up with another word in class the other day. What was that we said? Not homework, home study. This is your home study. I think I have a slide for it. So I'm going to ask you to tend your garden this week. So tend your garden. So in the morning, install one intention and a felt affirmation. 2, do some check-ins. Pause maybe mid-morning, midday, and evening, and listen to what that inner voice is saying. Is it saying positive things to yourself, or are you saying negative things to yourself? And then have one freedom moment per day. Do one small brave thing within your limits, or within your scope of the day. And at the evening, if you can, write 1 or 2, 3 lines of gratitude. So as we close here tonight, knowing that not all of us will become world famous artists, but we can. And that's okay if we don't or we do. But all of us are masterpieces in the making. We are crafting the lives that can have a profound impact on those around us. So the heart of it is our transcendent purpose invites us to raise our consciousness and our awareness in everything that we do. Coffee with a friend, a tough phone call, even those quiet moments with ourselves. And as we rise, we lay down the heavy pack of guilt, blame, and shame. Let's not do some spirit, some old, what do you say, the religious scientists kind of we used to say, if you were sick or if you had something, well, what's wrong with your consciousness? No, don't do that to yourself. Don't do it at all. Knowing that every step that we're taking, it is perfect. And we stay mindful. And we treat our day, our ordinary life as sacred. And as individual and collective consciousness expands, we align with the divine's business. We move forward and upward without distraction, letting sacred activism guide our life and our steps and our prayerful hearts. So you are more powerful than you know. So take that in. You are more powerful than you know. So this year, let's bring that bigger container. Let's bring that 50-gallon tanker to the ocean of good, because you are the container, and you're just pouring that love and goodness into that to fill up your tank. So with that, we'll close knowing that there is that one life, one love, that essence of the divine that is operating right here, right now, in, through, and as each of us. So today I know for each of you that you are that bigger container, that each of us has the life that we desire. We put it into motion by taking one step after another. It's those small things, it's the big things, it's all the things in between that create our life, our love, our joy. So as we move forward in that today, I know this for you all. I know this for myself. I am love expressed in this world, as each of you are. So I'm so grateful for this time together. I'm so grateful for you all not falling asleep today. And I let these words go into that law of mind, knowing life is good. I let it be, I let it go, and I ask you to join me in saying, and so it is. Thank you. And bring back Ivan.
Thanks, Tamara. I think Spirit brought this song based on what you just said. And I had no idea you were going to say that. Let me just caught me off guard. This was inspired by a young Indigenous woman that I met through the Road to Reconciliation that I'm part of with a group of artists, musicians, and creatives. And she is just exudes the positivity of a life that's been hard. She exudes the freedom life, actually, now that I just made that connection. It's called, and it's not her story, it's my story. She drew it out of me, so it's a brand new song. Called I'll Walk Down This Road Till It Ends. There's a lot of I ams. I am love and I am loved, as I am is enough, and I'll walk down this road till it ends. I am grateful, I am blessed, made mistakes, do my best, and I'll walk down this road till it ends. Try to live my life being kind and humble. Sometimes I fall, sometimes I stumble. I find peace for those times that just can't change. I let them go, move on to better days. I am love and I am love, as I am is enough, and I'll walk down this road till it ends. I am grateful, I am blessed, made mistakes, do my best, and I'll walk down this road till it ends. No regrets, the way life life is gone. I've had highs, been weak, and I've been strong. It's all about the journey, not the destination. I walked every road without hesitation. I am love and I am love. As I am is enough. And I'll walk down this road to the end. I am grateful, I am blessed. Made mistakes, do my best. And I'll walk down this road till the end. As you are, it's more than enough. Step by step, when life gets rough, can't live with anger, can't live in fear. Let go of the past, it's no longer here. I am love and I am loved. As I am is enough. And I'll walk down this road to the end. I am grateful, I am blessed. Made mistakes, do my best. And I'll walk down this road to the end. Yes, I'll walk down this road to the end. Well, I'll walk down this road till the end. Thanks, Joe.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ivan. That's great. Are there other opportunities that we can come and participate with you and hear what you're doing?
I'm working on that, but it's
Alright.
been a slow go, so
It's a work in progress.
it's a work in progress.
All right, we can accept that.
A Bandcamp.
YouTube and Bandcamp.
And SoundCloud. So there's 3 places. YouTube is some videos, and
All right.
Bandcamp has some recorded stuff, and then SoundCloud has even more.
There you go. It's great. So I've made an executive decision sitting here this morning. I'm not doing announcements anymore. These are really opportunities to build community. And so you see there's a little reframing going on here. These are opportunities to build community. One of the first opportunities to build community is going to happen right after our morning gathering, right back there in that corner. We're going to gather for a conversation to have a talk about these principles and about how to live them and how we experience them and how they show up in our lives. And so we want to invite you to participate with that. Reverend Tamara will be there, Diane will be there, Jill will be there, I'll be there, many of you will be there. So come and participate with that. And we're going to do it on Zoom too. So you'll be there. Welcome. No, I'm looking at the camera. Dear. Jill, you need a vacation. Another vacation. Yeah. I once had a mentor say, Paul, your whole life's a vacation. A holy day. Okay, so if you're online, you haven't heard, Jill is correcting me. It's not a vacation to vacate or to leave, it's a holy day. So she's going on holy days. Speaking of conversation, we're moving on now. There's another opportunity to build a community. Reverend Tamara is going to gather with anybody that wants to come and join her for coffee and chat on Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, 2 p.m. at the Java Hut, which is down at 150th and North Bluff Road here in White Rock. And so if you're not working and you can make it, I know that she would love to have a cup of coffee with you. September 21st, which is next week, next Sunday, is potluck. And so we invite you to bring all kinds of lovely, tasty food to share with all of us, and we'll have a great time together. On that same Sunday, we're going to gather together and we're going to pray for Reverend Tamara, who goes in for surgery the following day. Now, the thing about praying for Reverend Tamara is this. There's a thing, and I'm going to share it with you. The thing about praying for Reverend Tamara is she is our minister. She has been called. She is anointed. She's ordained for the task. And it's our responsibility as community to hold her up in prayer and to support her. And this is a lovely opportunity for us to do that, to gather around her in a spiritual sense and just hold her in consciousness for an incredibly successful surgery, a rapid healing, and a return to full vitality in the twinkling of an eye. And so it's going to be a great opportunity. It's going to be awesome. And you really need to be around to participate in that. Morning Sacred Circles are returning. And you're invited to join the conversation reflecting on science of mind principles and teaching with the practitioners Diane and Jill. And those happen on Zoom. And they begin on Thursday, the 25th of September at 10:30 in the morning. All the details, the Zoom link, everything's on the website. So go there and you can get all the information for that. And now, I'm so excited about this. We're going to start men's group here at CSL White Rock. And so some of you have received emails from me. If you haven't received an email and you're interested in participating, we're going to have a meeting on Monday night, tomorrow night, at 6 o'clock on Zoom. There's one of these sign-up sheets on the back table. Diane has it, and she's waving it around. I'm going to put this on the back table immediately following our gathering. It's got a QR code for the Zoom link. If you want to take that home with you, just take a picture of that. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. It's gathering to really talk about what we want the groups to become. What do we want them to feel like? What do we want to do? How do we want to be in the midst of them? How do we want to use them to build our own spiritual muscles and to live into the principles and the concepts that we teach here at CSL White Rock? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. My greatest growth, my greatest spiritual development has been in the context of small group ministry. It's when people gather together in community and love one another and support one another and gather around one another. And there are opportunities for wrestling with stuff, wrestling with life. How do I show up with this? That's where it happens. That's where we grow. And I really, guys, come and be a part of it. It's going to be awesome. The Zoom link is. If they let Catherine know, okay. Can we have Tamara's mic while she's giving instructions here? Tamara's going to give us instructions.
Catherine, what I'll have you do is if there are any gentlemen online that would like the Zoom link, I will get it to you and put it in the chat.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Tamara. Final thing, final opportunity. Yeah. The voice from nowhere. A final opportunity for community for building community. It's not the final opportunity, but the last one I'm going to talk about this morning for building community, an opportunity to strengthen our relationships with one another. Winter concert and auction coming up Sunday, November the 30th, with Linda Kiddard and Alex at Elgin Hall, and we're needing your help and welcoming you to participate in preparing the auction items for the winter concert. And so talk with Janet or Christine if you're interested, if you have something that you want to bring. Reverend Tamara is going to come and she's going to invite us to participate in conscious giving. This is so awesome. Being in the flow of spirit.
Being in the flow of spirit. Thank you, Paul.
bless you
Thank
as you do
thank
that.
Yes, it is that time of our service. It's been wonderful music. Hopefully you've felt inspired a little bit. I know I was inspired by Paul. I want to join the men's group. We're going to have to start our, I know, we're going to have to start our own girls group too, women's group. So thank you, thank you. So as we take a moment and pause here to recognize the power of circulation and the practice of giving, of sacred giving, we know that we don't give from obligation, but from that consciousness of abundance and gratitude. Giving is an affirmation that we live in a universe that is always supporting us. It's always providing good. That ocean is right there. So whether your gift is of time, treasure, or talent today, know that any gift uplifts this community and your spiritual life. So if you're willing, I ask you to hold your hand to your heart, thinking of the gift that you're giving today, and gently bring to mind a specific good, maybe that good, that outcome you had in prayer earlier, to mind, that desire in your life. See it clearly. Step into the emotion of it. And knowing it is done. And then let's envision a good for this center, for the growth, expansion of this teaching. See it thriving, seeing it serving a larger community with all the joyful and loving people, and knowing our good is already on its way. And I always like to add, let's know a peace for this planet right now. With all the things that are going on, peace is much needed. So if you're willing, please repeat after me. With a grateful heart, I joyfully and mindfully give, knowing that abundance flows through us and our community thrives. As I share, I know I am blessed, and so it is. Thank you. So I'll ask here in line in the room to have our ushers come forward, and online I think there is the ways you can donate as well. And I think Ivan's going to play a little background music. That's what he's going to do. Thank you.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. With this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the CSL, I'm gonna let it shine. Well, all around the CSL, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the CSL, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yay. Thanks, Ivan. So great. I love it. I'm just finishing up here for the people online and knowing that these wonderful gifts, and if you didn't grab one, I forgot to mention it, inside the basket we have these little joy notes. So we like to participate in the law of circulation as well. So as you give, we want to give back to you a little quote. So Jill pulled one for me to share with our online community today. And it says, we are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. That's from Buddha. Thank you, Diane. So as we take a moment and we bless these gifts, we bless the givers and the receivers and this wonderful community, knowing that life is good, and knowing that these gifts make a difference in every heart that is touched, opened, and that we are holding that vision that a world works for all. So I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessing, 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 and so it is. So it is. So you'll notice well, today we're having our talk, so we won't be able to have any prayer right here.
They can connect with us anytime.
They can connect. I think we have the prayer box at the back, Sandy. So there is a prayer box at the back. So today you can put your prayer in the box and one of us will respond to you. You can go online. It's under our ways to connect, and there is a prayer page. So there is a form you can fill out and it gets sent to our practitioners, and one of us always responds to you within a day. So please use this that we offer. Again, that is our way to give back to you. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a really big problem. Maybe it's just something you want a little bit more of in your life as well. You know, there's different ways. It's always so powerful to pray with somebody and to have somebody pray for you. So please make use of our wonderful practitioners. And Catherine online, are you going to do prayer? Hopefully she'll do prayer online if people want to do that today. Did she say anything there, Michael?
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to talk. Oh, hi.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Liv and I are both here.
Oh, hi, Liv. I didn't know you were there. Welcome, welcome. So yes, Liv and Catherine online or be able to do prayers. They can break out into, they'll go into a breakout room. So I think that's it.
That's it.
Oh, look at that. All right. Well, we're singing the last song, right? Okay. So let's stand up if you're willing and able. And know something wonderful is happening in me right now.
Something wonderful is happening in me right now.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called life.
It's this thing called love.
It's this thing called love.
It's this thing called purpose.
It's this thing called purpose.
I know it.
I know it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I express it.
I express it.
I am it.
I am it.
And so it is.
So it is.
Yay. And welcome Ivan back. Thank you.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Just a little love. Put a little love, put a little love in your heart. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Yay, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Hey, I'll be remiss in saying something. Somebody else had a birthday this month, Mr. Paul. So I have a magazine for you. We missed that, so happy belated birthday. And is anybody else this month having birthdays? You got yours already? And we're okay. Well, welcome and happy birthday to everybody. And have a great day. Stay and join us for a chat. And there's coffee and tea, and everybody online, just hang out for a few minutes, so we'll get you situated. Thanks, everybody. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Woo! Oh, are you going to do it? Okay. Okay, well, okay, save the date. All right. We might be having a sound healing on October, no, a song
Oh.
healing. I'll turn it over to
Oh,
Michelle.
I just want to let everyone know we're going to do a singing circle on October
A
5th
singing circle.
after the service with me and Nathan and Heidi. So the three of us are going to be doing a song circle.
Yeah.
So put that on your calendar.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Well, I'm available.
Okay, I'll put us in a breakout room. Anyone else? In our room.
I'm here if anyone else would like to talk about something.
Okay.
This is Liv.
Yeah. Recognize your voice. All right, let's see here.
Not my wife. Like it's so good. Like it's actually insane.
How was everything today?